Hi everyone, I'm Dave. I'm the executive director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
My name is Chaplain Chaz Blackburn. Please come to my birthday party.
This is not Chaplain Chaz Blackburn. This is my beautiful wife, Nika. Thank you for being here, honey.
Of course, babe. Anytime. He told me I had to.
I did not say that.
I'm kidding.
No, I really appreciate it. Thanks for filling in and just being a part of it. And this is going to be a fun, interesting episode. So we're going to get right into it.
Maria's story didn't always feel extraordinary. Just months earlier, her life was a rhythm of school mornings and bedtime stories, grocery budgets, and after-school snacks. Maria worked as a receptionist at a busy pediatric office. Her daughter Sophia, age 8, was bright-eyed and starting the 3rd grade. Their fridge overflowed with snapshots of smiles from park visits, pause points of joy amid the busy swirl of real life. Money was tight, but Maria prided herself on making it work. Bills paid on time, home-cooked meals, an apartment filled with laughter after long days. Sophia loved school, her friends, and afternoons drawing comics at the kitchen table. Maria believed in the value of hard work. If she kept pushing, there would always be enough.
Then the setbacks arrived. A missed shift to care for Sophia's asthma, a surprise copay at the pharmacy counter, a family emergency that stole away the last of Maria's savings. Maria's own diabetes diagnosis added new costs. Prescriptions, doctor appointments, hidden fear over rationed doses. The storm broke on Labor Day. Instead of resting, Maria steeled herself to open the mail. The first envelope, a 72-hour eviction notice. The second, denied insurance claim for Sophia's ER visit. The third, her insurance dropping coverage for the insulin she couldn't afford without help. The evening with neighbors enjoyed family barbecues and laughter drifted through open windows. Maria sat at her kitchen table with a calculator and a stack of bills trying to solve impossible math. Rent plus utilities, medications, plus school supplies all added to more than she'd ever earned. Tears fell silently while Sophia worked on a puzzle nearby. When the landlord handed her the final notice, Maria could only think of protecting her daughter's sense of normalcy. "We're just going to do a little traveling, honey," she told Sophia gently. With friends and family also struggling, Maria gave away what she couldn't carry, packed with clothes into bags, and loaded their lives into her aging Honda Civic.
The car became their home. Each night, Maria parked on a new street, searching for some sense of safety, while Sophia slept, curled up in the back seat. Mornings meant a hasty routine, freshening up at the gym, using the last bill she could pay. Sophia reading library books while Maria dashed between jobs. They lived on dollar meals, library hours, and borrowed time. Maria never let Sophia see her cry, not even on nights when the cold bit through blankets or when Sophia asked, "Why can't we just go back to our apartment?" School became harder for Sophia. She grew quiet, started having accidents, clung harder to Maria at drop-off. Maria battled guilt and shame. Every kind question from a teacher, every sideways glance from a coworker made her want to disappear. By November, as Thanksgiving neared and the temperature plummeted, Maria's strength began to fail. Rationed insulin kept her tired and dizzy, yet she pushed through, spending her last dollars on gas to keep the car warm. On a frigid night, bundled together in the cramped back seat, Sophia finally asked the question Maria dreaded. "Mommy, are we going to be okay? Are we going to die in the car?" Maria hugged her tight and whispered hope she didn't feel.
Desperate, Maria picked up the phone and dialed 211. The crisis worker listened with compassion, weaving together the story Maria tried to hide. "Come to our place," she said. "We have a bed for you. You don't have to do this alone." The next morning, after a sleepless night, Maria drove to our place, a campus for women and families in crisis, ran through a network of collaborative partners, and Jennifer a case manager, met them at the door. There was juice for Sophia, blankets, and most importantly, relief. At our place, Maria slept deeply for the first time in weeks. Sophia played with toys and made crafts with volunteers. While Maria felt shame at needing help, Jennifer assured her, asking for help and accepting it is strength, not failure. Medical partners saw to Maria's and Sophia's health. Trauma counselors helped them begin to talk about the fear and uncertainty. Every staff member, from shelter volunteers to meal program cooks to playroom aides, greeted Maria and Sophia not as burdens but as neighbors. That was Maria's first glimpse of hope that an invisible network quietly maintained by dozens of nonprofits and hundreds of volunteers was ready to catch her when she fell.
It wasn't long before Maria faced a practical but deeply emotional barrier: how to present herself at job interviews when all her professional clothes were lost to weeks in the car and constant moves. Jennifer explained, "You don't have to face this alone. Community means connection, and when it comes to dignity, Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet is here for you." At Good Shepherd's, Maria found not just racks of clean, carefully assorted clothes, but a team of devoted to restoring dignity and confidence. Volunteers saw beyond circumstances, finding joy in helping Maria build a wardrobe for interviews, first days of work, and for Sophia's return to school. Perhaps it seemed like a small thing, a blazer, a good pair of shoes, but for Maria, receiving clothing wasn't charity. It was a key to a new beginning, a message that she deserved respect and opportunity like anyone else. As organizations, we don't just serve, we partner, Joyce, a longtime volunteer, explained. We collaborate with shelters, case managers, workforce trainers, and healthcare providers because we know that meeting someone's need for dignity is as crucial as meeting needs for food and shelter. The process was seamless. At each step, Jennifer and the Good Shepherd's team worked in harmony, freeing Maria to focus on her next big challenge, paving a new path forward.
Once Maria was stable, Jennifer started mapping the journey from crisis to stability. She connected Maria with trauma, care, and medical management, arranged an ID replacement, and explained rental assistant options through county and state programs. Meanwhile, Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet continued to provide Maria and Sophia summer, fall, and winter outfits for growing needs, clothes for school events, and even a dress for Sophia's first choir recital. Maria met Tom, a job readiness instructor at Nevada Works. He helped her update her resume and practiced interviewed questions. Community Service Agency ran workshops on digital skills, and Maria learned to navigate job applications online. Every week, dozens of community volunteers and coordinators made her progress possible. Meal provides, tutors, librarians, health professionals, faith group supporters. Maria learned the faces of other families rebuilding after abandonment, domestic violence addiction, or just one bad year. Each had their own Jennifer, their own network of helpers, their own access to their micro closets in schools and services and centers throughout town. No story was the same, but the process, collaborative, intentional, compassionate, remained ever present.
The story of Maria and Sophia was mirrored by others. Arjun, a new father who lost his job in a factory closure, found help at the CARES campus with a voucher for training and a day's worth of work clothes from Good Shepherd's. Sharon, a grandmother raising her grandkids after a house fire, found meals at a nearby church, blankets through a micro closet at their after-school program. Olivia, a local business owner, volunteered her time teaching interview skills at shelter job clubs and hosted a clothing drive benefiting all local micro closet sites. Jennifer recalled, "Sometimes we have families moving from our place to their first apartment who worry about basics, pots, towels, shoes for a job. That's where our partners come in. Collaboration means never once having to say, 'Sorry, you're on your own.'" Nonprofit staff, case managers, landlords, and ordinary residents all played unique roles in this invisible safety net. Real estate agents volunteering to help families secure apartments, apartment managers approving rental applications for those with uncertain backgrounds, and neighbors greeting new arrivals with kindness.
6 months after that desperate Labor Day, Maria and Sophia wake up in their own apartment. The aroma of coffee and oatmeal fills the tiny kitchen. Sophia stretches, puts away a backpack for school, and chooses proudly a jacket from a neat row of clothes in her closet that she filled from Good Shepherd's. Maria clocks in at a full-time job at a local clinic. It is not her dream job, but her manager trusts Maria's grit and empathy. She is the first to greet nervous parents and their kids, remembering keenly what it felt like to be on the edge. After work, Sophia meets friends at the library, and Maria shops for groceries with confidence restored by SNAP benefits. Their evenings are humble but filled with peace, homework, laughter, and a home-cooked dinner at the table, and stories about what tomorrow might hold. One Saturday each month, Maria volunteers at Good Shepherd, helping other families pick out clothing for new jobs. I enjoy helping others feel that same spark, Maria says, as Sophia helps another shy little girl choose her favorite dress.
Maria's transformation ripples outward. Her supervisor asks her to mentor a new coworker coming out of homelessness. Sophia's teacher nominates her for a school writing prize, focusing her essay on the helpers in our town. Maria shares her story at the coalition events for local nonprofits. Every step was made possible by people who believed in me. Good Shepherd restored my dignity. Our place gave Sophia and me a safe bed. Volunteers made us feel like we belonged again. Meanwhile, the collaborative system records new successes. 600 plus people moved from homelessness to permanent housing in a year. 1,200 children receive clothing from microclosets. Dozens of new volunteers join after hearing stories like Maria's. Maria helps organize a clothing drive at her workplace, collecting dress shirts, blazers, shoes, and coats from coworkers and telling them giving your gently used clothes is giving someone a second chance.
Maria's story is proof that solving homelessness is not about one hero or one donation. It's about relentless, multi-layered collaboration. No single organization could have done it all. The success came from a chain, each link dependent on the others. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet does not end Maria's journey. It remains her partner, just as it remains a partner to all families, workforce programs, housing authorities, and faith leaders. If you or someone you care about needs help, our place campus is open 24/7. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet welcomes anyone in need Mondays 3 to 7, Wednesdays 9 to 1, Fridays 9 to 1 at 540 Green Bay Drive. And call 211 for referrals for help. The whole point of this story was to demonstrate that there's more for you in this community. If you're struggling or you know someone's struggling, there's help out there for them. This story demonstrates how lower income families can dive into rough situations. So my encouragement for you today is to remember, you're not alone. There are so many Marias and Sophias out there. So many people just needing that little extra push, but don't know quite where to find it. So please, have a happy Labor Day, and I'm thankful for my job, and I hope you are for yours. But the reality is some people don't have a job. And by supporting nonprofits like Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, by volunteering at our place, by volunteering with 211, our friends over there, with all these different nonprofits and government agencies and all these people trying to do good, these humans that are trying to do good. Just remember to be thankful for what you have today, because every day is a blessing and every day is a new opportunity. Did you have any final thoughts you wanted to add, Nika?
Hey, you matter. Never be afraid to ask for help. It's so much better to ask and receive help than it is to sit there and suffer in silence. We're a community and we should be here for each other, and we're here for you. Thank you so much for watching the Community Cares podcast with Dave and Chaz Blackburn. Now let's take a moment for our sponsors.
Yeah, so we are so thankful for our sponsors. Without our sponsors, we don't have the Community Cares podcast. First, we want to thank Shelly's Hardware. Thank you so much for just coming alongside what we're doing. Without you guys, there is no Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, down to that last bolt, right? You need that last bolt, go into Shelly's Hardware. And they also have popcorn.
One time, my dad was fixing a fence and we needed a little drill bit. We went right on down to Shelly's Hardware and they were super helpful. So if you need a drill bit, go down to Shelly's Hardware.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, when he helped with the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. See, there you go. There's an endorsement right there.
It was a great drill bit. We got the little screws too. Mm-hmm.
The other sponsor we want to mention is Spheron Staffing. They are a staffing solution here in Reno Sparks. Definitely consider them if you're looking for a job or if you're an employer that needs someone for specialty work or just for a season. Definitely an organization to consider. They're great and they sponsor the Community Cares podcast. By supporting our sponsors, you're supporting us. So thank you so much. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was kind of a deep episode and a story, but we kind of wanted to craft a story that got you thinking about how it happens that you fall into that despair, into that fear and that frustration. It can happen to anyone. So know when you're supporting Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, you're supporting people in those situations. We help over 800 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. Bye. Thank you guys so much.